Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Hugh Scott, principal here at Southern Nash High School. At this time, I'm going to invite Ms. Pamela Turner, our esteemed English as a secondary language teacher, to also join me on stage as she will give us the instructions and our welcome in Spanish. But for me, I would like to say welcome to the graduation ceremony here at Southern Nash High School. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty members and honored guests, it is a pleasure to see you all here, and don't our graduates look good? They look good. Seniors, we are excited to prepare you to embrace the 3 E's when you leave this school: be enrolled, be enlisted, or be employed. Today marks a momentous milestone to recognize the conclusion of one journey of the excitement of your future goals and achievements. This class earned over $4.9 million in scholarship awards, participated in on-the-job internships and apprenticeship programs, and are the future military and emergency service leaders. Firebirds have pride, and we are proud of you all. So as we begin this ceremony, please ensure that all cell phones and electronic devices are turned off or silenced. And also remember that through this day, though this is a day of celebration, this is a dignified ceremony. So I'm glad you got your shouts out early. Please make sure that we recognize this day and respect it throughout. It is our wish of our senior class that they have the same dignity in the ceremony as the classes before them. To do this, we insist that you help us and your cooperation. I humbly and sincerely ask that you refrain from clapping, cheering, shouting, calling out names, standing, or whistling during the ceremony. If you decide to do any of these actions, then you will be escorted out of the building, off the premises by a faculty member and one of our sworn officers on the floor. There will be no questions asked, and we will have a strong stance on this matter because distracting behaviors like the ones I mentioned can also cause parents not to hear their child's name when it is called. Each parent deserves the right to hear their child's name without interruptions or distracting comments. With that being said, we simply want to provide everyone in attendance with the best graduation ceremony possible. It is our promise to everyone that there is a designated time at the end of the ceremony when you may celebrate. I promise you, because I'm going to celebrate too. So please wait for that designated time. Remember, if you do remember to remain seated throughout the ceremony until the last senior is announced. And at the end of the ceremony, please remain in your section until the last senior and staff member have exited the gym. However, if you do have to leave the gymnasium during the ceremony, you will not be allowed to re-enter, but we do have a designated area in the cafeteria where you can continue to view the ceremony via live stream. At this time, Mrs. Turner.
Good afternoon. I am Pamela Turner, ESL teacher here at Southern Nash High School. Bienvenidos a la celebración de graduación de la Escuela Preparatoria Southern Nash. Damas y caballeros, distinguidos miembros del cuerpo docente y honorables invitados. Verlos a todos aquí hoy es un placer para celebrar a nuestros estudiantes de último año. Seniors, estamos emocionados de haberlos preparado para abrazar una de las 3 E's. Cuando dejen esta escuela, estar matriculados, estar enlistados o estar empleados, hoy marca un hito importante para reconocer la conclusión de un viaje y la emoción por sus futuros objetivos y logros. Esta generación en particular ha ganado sobre $4.9 millones en becas. Han participado en prácticas laborales y programas de aprendizaje. También debemos destacar que en esta generación tenemos a nuestros futuros militares y líderes de los servicios de emergencia. Los Firebirds tenemos orgullo y estamos muy orgullosos de todos ustedes. Al comenzar esta ceremonia, por favor, asegúrense de que todos los teléfonos celulares y dispositivos electrónicos estén apagados o en silencio. Por favor, recuerden que aunque este es un día de celebración, este evento es una ceremonia digna y todos los estudiantes, padres y familiares merecen ser reconocidos y respetados en todo momento. Es el deseo de esta clase de estudiantes de último año tener la misma ceremonia digna que las clases anteriores. Para lograr esto, insistimos en contar con su ayuda y cooperación. Les pido humildemente y sinceramente que se abstengan de aplaudir, animar, gritar, llamar por sus nombres, levantarse o silbar durante la ceremonia. Si deciden realizar alguna de estas acciones, serán escoltados fuera del edificio y fuera del recinto por un miembro del cuerpo docente o uno de los oficiales juramentados presentes en el lugar. No se formularán preguntas, ya que tomaremos una postura firme al respecto, porque comportamientos distractores como los mencionados impiden que todos los padres puedan escuchar el nombre de sus hijos cuando se le llama. Cada padre merece el derecho de escuchar el nombre de su hijo sin interrupciones o comentarios distractores. Dicho esto, simplemente queremos ofrecer a todos los presentes la mejor ceremonia de graduación posible. Es nuestra promesa para todos que habrá un momento designado al final de la ceremonia para que puedan celebrar y animar. Recuerden que les pedimos que permanezcan sentados durante toda la ceremonia hasta que se anuncie al último estudiante. Al final de la ceremonia, por favor, permanézcanse en su sección hasta que el último estudiante y miembro del personal haya salido del gimnasio. Sin embargo, si tienen que salir del gimnasio durante la ceremonia, no se les permitirá volver a ingresar. Tendremos un área designada en la cafetería donde podrán continuar viendo la ceremonia a través de la transmisión en vivo. Muchas gracias.
At this time, we would like to recognize some of our visiting guests with us. So when your name is called or your group is called, if you would, please stand. Mr. Franklin Lamb, our chairperson of our Nash County Board of Education. Other members of our Board of Education, Dr. Deneva Chavis, Dr. LaShonda Washington, Mr. Jamal Whitfield, Mr. Dean Edwards, Mr. Ricky Jenkins, and Mr. Linwood Weeks. Our superintendent, Dr. Stephen Ellis. Our associate superintendent, Dr. Leondas Farrell Jr. Assistant Superintendent of Academics and Accountability, Ms. Melissa Dancy Smith. Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources and Federal Programs, Mrs. Sheila Wallace. Our Executive Director of Secondary Education, Mr. Jeff White. Our Executive Director of CTE and Workforce Development, Mr. Chad Thompson. The other members of our senior cabinet, if you will please stand. Thank you, thank you. Other central office staff members in attendance. To our guest principals and administrators, if you will please stand. To our assistant principals, Ms. Aretha Deloach, Albert Maynard, Gavin Mayring, and Robin Reynolds. Our Southern Nash High School teachers, assistants, counselors, bus drivers, cafeteria staff, custodians, office staff, our nurses, social workers, long-term subs, and all other staff members from our middle schools and elementary schools, please stand. Thank you. Thank you all who have made this day possible for the seniors in front of me. Our parents and family members, thank you all for what you have done to get your child to this day. This will be a great day, and I'm very proud of our seniors sitting in front of me. At this time, it is my honor to introduce our senior class president, Braden Brown. Every day, he demonstrates what it means to balance academics, athletics, and service to the community. Throughout high school, Braden was a member of the swim team and tennis teams, the Student Council Association, and the FFA. In addition to his extracurriculars, Braden works as a lifeguard, further showing his commitment to helping others. After graduation, Braden plans to attend Nash Community College before transferring to NC State or ECU. He will be majoring in computer engineering before pursuing a career in cybersecurity. Please join me in welcoming our senior class president, Braden Brown.
Good morning, Firebird family. What an honor it is to be sitting here and talking to you all. Everyone said that our senior year would go by fast and not to take things for granted. Well, they were right, and I'm glad that I didn't. Since elementary school, I never thought about what graduating high school meant. In elementary school, we had teachers tie our shoes, our parents would get us dressed, we'd run around the playgrounds at recess because we were all stress-free. Then things changed when we got to middle school. We had responsibilities now, lockers, we didn't have recess anymore. Instead of asking our teachers to tie our shoes, we had to start worrying about book reports, loads of homework, and tons of classwork. But then, midway through our 7th grade year, COVID hit. It sent all of us home, and before we knew it, the rest of our middle school days were spent online at home. Then out of nowhere, we were high schoolers. We had to start worrying about which classes do I need to take, or what colleges should I apply to, and what am I going to do after high school? This was something that none of us knew how to be ready for, and now we're all here about to graduate. Each new chapter in life is like walking through a new hallway. In the hallways, there might be a number of obstacles ahead of you, like people getting in your way, or people walking super slow without a care in the world, if they were going to be late or not. Either way, they were slowing you down from getting to your classroom, but you kept on going. That's all we have known throughout our life, hallways and classrooms. And now things are about to change. When I think about Southern Nash High School, I don't think about schoolwork or exams. I think about a family we have all built memories with. From this class finally winning the Spirit Stick our senior year, every football game, dressing up for every theme, screaming at the top of our lungs every pep rally. Not only that, but from every school staff, knowing everyone by name, them listening to our problems, and always being there for all of us. I'm sure all of us have come to love this family we have here over the years, because I know I have. I'm truly thankful for everyone in this class, whether you know it or not, every teacher and every parent that is here today. As I go out into the real world, I will always remember how it feels to be a Firebird, from having proactive thoughts, respect, integrity, discipline, and excellence. I love Southern, and we should always live every day all in, because that's what it means to be a Firebird. So for the last time, I will say this: love Southern, live all in. I would like to introduce our student body president, Melanie Alvaro. Melanie has demonstrated extraordinary leadership throughout her time at Southern Nash. She served as our sophomore class vice president, then stepped into the role of student body vice president in her junior year. She also serves as the president of the Beta Club. Melanie is a member of the tennis and track teams, Key Club, and the Hispanic Student Union. Her dedication to service and community is evident in her volunteering efforts at UNC Nash, where she's made a lasting impact on those around her. She will attend the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, where she will be on a pre-med track and majoring in biology. Her dream is to become a physician, and I do not doubt that she will achieve that and more, continuing to inspire others along the way. Please join me in welcoming our student body president, Melanie Alvaro.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected faculty and staff, devoted family and friends, and most importantly, the Southern Nash graduating class of 2025. First and foremost, I would like to say a big thank you to all of the Southern Nash High School staff that have made our time here at Southern so memorable. And thank you to all of those in the audience that have stood by our sides throughout our entire lives. Standing here today, I am filled with immense amounts of gratitude for the memories that have shaped us, the mentors who have guided us, and the friendships that have carried us throughout these last 4 years. But this moment isn't just about looking back, it's about what comes next. Today we turn the page or the tassel, and while we may leave behind the bells, the routines, and even the comfort of these familiar hallways, we carry forward something more powerful and important: the potential and the ability to change the world. So here's my message to you all. Don't wait for the future, instead seek and create it. Let us be the generation that doesn't simply inherit the world, but reimagines and redesigns it. Whether it's in the sciences, the arts, education, public services, business, or beyond, lead with courage. There's a leader within each and every one of you, and you all have the potential to be the voice in the room that asks the hard questions. Be the hand that reaches out when nobody else will. Be the light in the place that feels the most dim. Do not let the unknown frighten you, and instead embrace it. Use it to make the change in the world that you want to see. Over the years, we've learned how to solve equations, write essays, and give presentations, hopefully. But most importantly, we've learned to think critically, to question or respectfully challenge things, and to stand for something that we believe in. Let those values follow you into your future and guide you to your choices. The world that stands before us is unpredictable, but this unpredictability isn't something to fear. It's something to fuel. We are not just passengers in life, we are the ones in control. The builders, the dreamers, the inventors, and the change. The future doesn't just happen, it's made by innovators, which are people like us. We come from all different walks of life, but right now this moment binds us together forever, and we move forward with this shared responsibility to leave every space we enter better than we found it, to be the positive change that we want to see. Our legacy isn't just what we've done here at Southern Nash. It's what we'll do next in whatever we decide to pursue, and how we will show up for others, and how we will lead with integrity and rise to the occasion. So I leave you with this. Dream big and boldly, act bravely, and never underestimate your ability to be a leader and make a difference. The future is not tomorrow, it's right now, and it won't wait for us. So let's embrace it and explore, build, and change it. Congratulations, class of 2025. I'm beyond proud of each and every one of you that stands before me today. Our journey begins now, and I wish nothing but the best for you. Thank you, Southern Nash, and thank you all.
At this time, marshals, please take your position. As our marshal is getting into place, I please remind you of our decorum in this ceremony and ask that you refrain from your applause. Thank you. Mrs. DeLoach.
Brianna Isabella Marie Aldea. Anissa Chanel Alston. Avery Loren Antil, magna cum laude. Eric Arroyo Soto. Dion Lamont Artis Jr. Hannah Lynn Otten, magna cum laude. Clara Avila. Davin Clay Bailey, magna cum laude. Savannah Kate Baines, summa cum laude. Reagan Sine Baker. Trayvon Deshaun Baker. William Raheem Bandy, cum laude. Mariano Barrera Benitez. Camden Philip Bass. Zoe Lee Bass. Ashton Blake Batten. Chastity Takaya Battle. Thais Sibel Becerra Morales. Carly Dare Beckham, summa cum laude. Brandon Bello Perez. Alexis Benitez Campos. Oscar Benitez Martinez. Caleb Austin Bissett. Matthew Allen Bowles. Andrew Stephen Bottoms. Logan Neil Bottoms. Noah Gabriel Braswell, summa cum laude. Audrey Faith Bridgers. Ashanti Takia Nichelle Brown. Braden Derek Brown. Landon Aaron Brown, cum laude. Hayden Gabrielle Bruce, summa cum laude. Brian Burgess. Marquavius Dite Burgess. Dylan Wayne Cade. Sidlalik Campuzano Rodriguez, magna cum laude. Nelly Campuzano Rodriguez, cum laude. Yair Candela Noyola. Astrid Cantorin Saldivar, summa cum laude. Andrea Cardenas Rojo, cum laude. Angel Castaneda Gonzalez. Anne-Marie Clara Cobble, summa cum laude. Kawan Robert Cobble. Ruben Nicholas Cavazos. Antonio Ceja Avila. Carlos Omar Chavez, summa cum laude. Marjorie Trino Ochoa. Caitlin Joy Coglin, cum laude. Briley Ann Colbert, magna cum laude. Dalton Lamar Cooper. Ariana Cordova Camacho. Rayleigh Cortez Perez. Gavin Ryan Kraft. Naomi Carolina Cruz Rivera. Fallon Brooke Curtis. Zariel Tiburon Curtis. Drew Carter Daniel. Jakai Yvonne Davis. James Dustin Davis. Lily Kate Day, magna cum laude. Destiny Olivia Deans. Grayson Danielle Deans. Tyler Dwayne Deans. Marbella Delgado Baker. Jose Juan Diaz Zaya. Anna Grace Dickinson, summa cum laude. John Michael Diedrich. Enzo Michael Dillon, magna cum laude. Destiny Lynn Dosh. Olay Ruslanovich Dulipov. Danny LaShawn Dunstan, magna cum laude. Wyatt Cameron Earp. Cade Michael Edwards, cum laude. Jaden Keith Edwards. Hannah Grace Ellington. Adrian Lee Englehart. Jesus Espiritu Gustavo. Danya Estrada Nava, magna cum laude. Sebastian Lamar Evans, cum laude. Anastasia Marin Fields. Elizabeth Gail Flores. Jordan Rashad Foster. Salvador Maldonado Franco. Larissa Roberta Franco Lopez. James Trexler Lewis Frazier.
AJ Armani Garcia. Alex Manuel Garcia. Linda Gabriela Garcia Chavez. Jacqueline Maria Garcia Martinez, cum laude. Ureli Garcia Miranda. Emery Faith Gibson, summa cum laude. Haley Jane Glover, magna cum laude. Christopher Luis Gonzalez. Michael Andres Gonzalez, cum laude. Oscar Gonzalez, summa cum laude. Michaela Cheyenne Green. Ermin Guadarrama Palacio. Samuel Christopher Hall. Christopher Julius Harris, cum laude. Carla Hernandez Aranda. Kimberly Hernandez Benitez. Joanna Hernandez de Leon. Luna Hierro Blanco. Brandon Joshua Hill Jr. Jade Amber Hill. Jonathan Lamont Hines. Clayton Ross Hinnon, summa cum laude. Nevaeh Shineria Hinton. Connor Webb Holloman. Brandon Lee Wayne Honey. Hannah Pearl Honeycutt. Riley Gavin Horn. Jasmine Alexis Horrigan. Christian Anthony Hudgens. Kelsey Paige Jones, cum laude. Reese William Jones. Taryn Blake Jordan, magna cum laude. Miracle Alexis Kent. Haley Adrian Knight. Andrew Michael Kravick. Courtney Marie Lancaster, summa cum laude. James Leon Anacama. Angel Manuel Lopez. Mateo Felipe Lopez, magna cum laude. Anthony Lopez Zamorano, cum laude. Kaylee Nicole Love, magna cum laude. Anaya Elise Lucas. Tyler Raymond Lynch. Zaquez Tyrell Macklin. Eli Nathaniel Maldonado. Sheila Mariquin Alonzo. Anthony Martinez. Randy Franco Martinez. Jose Adrian Martinez Jurado. Ava Grayson May. Jada Michelle McKenzie. Addison Grace Medlin, magna cum laude. Christopher Luis Melendez. Jalissa Elizabeth Mendez Maldonado, cum laude. Hannah Marie Mills. Noah Jeremiah Mills. Kiaji Quante Mitchell. Tyleek Centel Mitchell. Peyton Elaine Moats. Michaela Brooke Mullins. Jefferson Gustavo Murillo Bajarona. Austin Hunter Neal. Ethan Alexander Nicholson. Travis Lamont Oates Jr. Savannah Hope Ojeda. Melanie Jasmine Olvera, summa cum laude.
Jerian Lamont Parker. Troy Lee Parker Jr. Ava Elizabeth Pate, magna cum laude. Layla Elise Patterson. Sophia Alexa Perez. Diana Perez Carbajal, cum laude. Lainey Michael Perry. Matthew Humberto Plates Padilla. Brennan Wool Pridgeon, magna cum laude. Douglas Kendrell Pridgeon Jr., cum laude. Grayson Elena Pridgeon, cum laude. Hadley Chase Pridgeon, summa cum laude. Jack Thomas Rackley. Lauren Whitley Radford. Richard Radia Sotelo. Yimi Isaac Ramos Figueroa. Janice Raya. Steve Raya, magna cum laude. Zachary Shane Reason. Angel Reyes Salazar. Davon Earl Richardson. George Nathaniel Richardson III. Precious Zayhana Richardson. Jenna Annette Rivera. Randy Ellen Robinson. Layla Ree Lillian Robinson Webb. Leo Lagario Manuel Roblero Jr. Abner Jesus Rocha Martinez. Alexander Rodriguez. Michael Rodriguez. Jose Antonio Roquel Candela, magna cum laude. Angel Rojas. Angel Gabriel Rojas Hernandez. Rain Leanne Rose. Kiana Tanaya Ross. Jamila Ruby Ryans. Danielle Teles Salazar. Jose Fidencio Salazar, cum laude. Leslie Judith Salazar. Luis Elias Salazar, summa cum laude. Florida Salazar Alvarado. Gabriel Jaden Salvador. Luis Gabriel Salazar Robles. Aiden Alexis Sampaio, summa cum laude. Rosalind Sanchez. Michael Anthony Sander. Liliana Nicole Seward, cum laude. Messiah Esteriah Sims. Hannah Jordan Smith. Jocelyn Hope Smith. Vaden Allen Snowden. Juan Jesus Solis Garcia. Jaden Maurice Sutton. Nevaeh Ray Taylor. Joshua Aiden Thompson. Christian Jacob Tyler. Alexandra Valdez Aguilera. Luis Alfredo Vargas Garcia. Rahul Vasquez Zuniga Jr. Joel Velasquez Perez. Eric Alexander Vico. Christopher Jesus Vivas Ulia. Jerica Ann Wallace. Israel Neve Whitaker. Maurice Leslie Whitaker II. Dylan Shane Wiles. Evan Christopher Wilkins, magna cum laude. Jaden Antonio Williams. Harley Danielle Womble, magna cum laude. Savannah Grace Wood, summa cum laude. Elijah Joel Woodard. Tobias Antoine Woodard. Elena Grace Worrell, summa cum laude. Allie Jane Wright. Haley Elizabeth Wright. Cheyenne Louise Young. Maria Zuniga Zela.
It has been an honor and a privilege to work with this senior class. Parents and family members, congratulations to you on supporting and raising a great class of young men and women. I am very proud of these individuals leading their school as role models for the classes behind them. So, as seniors, because it's the last time I get to say seniors, remember, success is not determined by how much money you raised or where do you go to college next. It's about what you do with the opportunity in front of you. Whether that's college, the military, the workforce, even as an entrepreneur, challenge yourself to be the best person you can be. So, with that being said, Southern Nash High School class of 2025, by the power vested in me by Nash County Board of Education and the state of North Carolina, I now pronounce you graduates of Southern Nash High School with all rights, privileges afforded thereby. Congratulations, you may turn your tassels. right, folks. Let's work ourselves to get out of here. So after a recession of graduates, please feel free to meet and congratulate our new graduates outside of the building by the Bailey side of our school. That's where they'll be exiting out. We thank you all for cooperating with us. Thank you all for coming. And please remain seated until all of our seniors and faculty members have exited the gym. Again, thank you all, graduates. I love you all. You've been an excellent class of 2025. Thank you all so much. Marshals, take it away.